Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new around here, welcome to the channel. And today will be the first part of my Miitopia Theorizing series. And in this episode video thing, we'll be talking about some theories for new Miitopia jobs. Now, because the game's releasing in about a month, and we've already gotten quite a bit of footage, and none of it shows any new jobs, but that could be because we're trying to keep it a secret. But I don't really know. I don't think there's going to be any new jobs this time around, unless there's some DLC. But I still thought I'd make this video for fun anyway. And, yeah. So basically, in the current original game, there is 14 jobs, and there's 6 jobs on each page, and there's 3 pages. But on the third page, because there's only 2 jobs there, it looks kind of empty, especially with it just being the 2 in the top left corner or whatever. It just seems kind of empty. So it'd be cool if they at least added at least 1, but hopefully around 4, even though honestly I don't think they're gonna add any new ones per se. Yeah, so I guess now I'll give you a short list of some of my job ideas I came up with. The first one is the artist. And the artist, their tool or weapon, I guess, would be some kind of a paintbrush, pencil, pen, stylus, something like that, you know. And basically they'd have really interesting attacks, and I guess they'd be more of an assister. Also, they'd also have some more offensive attacks as well. So for instance, at first they'd have a kind of a paint splash, and basically it would be the lightning where it's it splatters onto other enemies. And then there'd also be a thing where it's after that they'd learn how to paint or draw a half of an HP banana, and then they could give it to some teammate or something. And then a bit later, they could learn how to paint an MP candy, and then of course they can have that themselves or give it to a teammate. And then a bit more towards the end of what they're learning and stuff, they learn how to paint a full HP banana. And it's basically just a full HP banana, and they can give it to someone or whatever. Yeah, and then some other abilities could be to paint a bomb that would blow up, and it would deal damage to all the enemies or something like that. Or there could be one where it's they paint a shield around themselves or some teammate. It's just there's so many possibilities in an artist job that it's honestly the possibilities are just endless. So next up of my ideas would be a jester. A jester, of course, they'd have the usual it's a jester hat with the bells and stuff. And then it's their weapon would be a horn, like a honking horn, one of those. It's this shape. Yeah, I'm sure you probably know what I'm talking about. Basically, they would be good offense and good of a supporting role. And basically it's they'd kind of be like the princess, where it's hey, well, basically there's a normal attack, and that's just a normal attack. But then it's they'd learn how to honk, which is basically a stronger attack on one enemy. A double honk, and that's a strong attack that works on 2 enemies or twice on 1 enemy. And then also an ultimate honk, and then the ultimate honk would deal damage to all the enemies there. And yeah, and then I was also thinking maybe that it's they also could do a thing where it's they tell a joke to a teammate, and then it's basically it would bring their MP up a bit. And yeah, so then a bit later it's they learn an upgraded version of that, where basically it's it brings all of the members' MP up by more than the original one does. Except it's in this joke that they tell, it's they essentially poke fun or make fun of a teammate, and then that in turn could start a quarrel. with the jester. And then another idea I had was would be where it's like so basically the skeletons, or at least the devilish skeletons, I don't know if the original ones do, but basically but they can make your party like laugh, and basically it's like they can't do anything, because they're there laughing. So then it'd be cool if the jester could do something like that, but like instead like against the enemies, So then it's like, hey, because the enemies can make your team laugh, but then it's like you can't but then there's no job that will make the enemies laugh. So I feel like that would be like an interesting way to spice up the game a bit more. The next idea I had was a gamer class. And I guess one seems like a bit out there. What's it called? But it's like, I guess like their gear would be like headphones and like some kind of like, I don't know, just like some kind of like video game themed like outfit, I guess, I don't know. And then for their weapon, it's like it would be like a joystick or some kind of controller. And then the funny part about this one is that it would seriously just like work as like some kind of it seriously would just like work as like free advertising for Nintendo. It's like so at first they'd have like an ordinary joystick, and then an NES controller, an SNES controller, and go up and up to like a Wii remote, a GameCube controller, a Joy-Con, just like stuff like that, it's and honestly it's like it just feels like there's like so many possibilities and stuff. As for the attacks, it's like the normal attack would just be probably just like them hitting an enemy with their thing. But then there also could be ones where it's like maybe it's like a cool one could be where it's like they bring these Tetris blocks down, and then it's like those and then it's like they fall randomly in a way that it's like it'll crush some enemies but not other ones. And basically it would be completely luck based, meaning that it's like if there's 4 enemies, then it's like it could fall in a way where it's like this one gets hit, this one gets hit, and then also this one gets hit. But then this one is still okay. Or maybe that it's like it's these 3 get hit, but this one's fine. And then basically it just depends on how the blocks fall, Yeah, so it's like just stuff like that just seems like really cool, and I feel like there's a lot of possibilities that could come out of a gamer class. And next up would be a caveman / cave woman. And yeah, I guess chances are it's like the clothing, it's like I guess there'd be like a bone in the hair, like yeah, it's just like the bone in the hair, caveman, cavewoman style. And then I guess it's like for the clothing, I guess it's like it'd probably be like they probably have it cover like most of the chest, probably, so then that way it's like it'd be okay to use on both genders of me. And then for their weapon, it would be a club, where it's like as an ordinary attack, they just attack an enemy. But then it's like they also could have some attacks where it's like where it's like they roll a wheel, and then it's like that would just like hit an enemy and do some damage. Or like basically like one where it's like there's fire, and yeah, it's where they just like throw some fire at some enemies or something. Or there'd be that one, and then there'd also be one where it's like they start a campfire, and then that campfire could like heal their teammates or something. And yeah, and then also there even could be one where it's like they accidentally set themselves on fire, and then it's like they dash at and then it's like they dash at some enemies, and then it's like it deals big damage. It deals big damage to the main enemy that they attack, and then like a bit more minor damage to the 2 enemies to the sides. Yeah, but then in turn it would also hurt them as well. So in that way it's like it's really good but also kind of bad for you. Or for them. So yeah, so it's like it's like there's so many possibilities, and it's like yeah, and it's like I just wish they would make like more jobs, Okay, and then next up it's a bit of a weird one, but it's like basically it's a dog class, because of all the dog lovers out there and how it's like there's a cat class but not a dog class, which I mean like I guess it makes sense because I guess I don't know, I guess cats seem more agile and more feisty, and they're known more for being more like evil cats and stuff. I don't know how to explain it, but basically, yeah. So then the dogs, it's like basically that have like dog, like a dog outfit, and then it's like their weapon would be like, hey, a bone. They'd be like, hey, an ordinary bone, a squeaky bone, just all this different kinds of bones. And yeah, and basically it's like they could do this thing where it's like, they howl, and then when they howl, I don't know, I guess maybe it could bring their MP or HP back up. I don't know exactly how. And then maybe they could be like a super howl, and then like that super howl, it's like it would heal them up or bring their MP back up a lot. But then it's like it could annoy a teammate, and then that could in turn start a quarrel. And then there's also one where it's like they throw the bone, and then it's like they just, well, yeah, and then it's like they throw it at an enemy, and then at first it deals a bit of damage, and then they run at the enemy, and then does extra damage, So yeah, so like that's one other idea. Yeah, I guess. But then I guess it's like, with the dog, I guess it's like it wouldn't be the same exact thing as the cat, because cats can like scratch, and dogs can scratch too, but it's like they're not as known for scratching as cats. So I guess that would be the one thing. So yeah, so I guess there probably wouldn't. Oh, my thumb's in there. I guess there probably wouldn't be a scratch move for a dog, because cats are more known for that. And finally, I found this idea somewhere online in like a comment section on YouTube. Yeah, where basically it's like, I guess it was like a comment section with me. With me and like a few other people. And then it's like they basically had some ideas for new Miitopia classes, and then it's like we all passed ideas around, and then it's like, hey, one of the people actually had the idea of like a club-based job, and then that's how I got the idea for the caveman / cableman. And then a different person, they had an idea for like a bard. And then it's like, at first it's like, yeah, and then it's like, at first it might seem like, hey, this might just be like a bit like the pop star and stuff. But then it's like, the more that I thought about it, and then the more that they talked about it, the more I thought that could be like, hey, like a really good idea. So basically it's like, he'd strum tunes and stuff, and like those tunes would like, like heal teammates or whatever. It's like, it would be a great assisting job. But then one idea they had really caught my eye, and basically it's where, of course, there's a normal attack, and like that normal attack's where they just hit an enemy. But then one is where it's like they jump up and then they smash their bard guitar down, and then it deals massive damage. But then their weapon is broken, which means that it's like they can't really do any more moves and stuff for the rest of that battle or whatever. And then basically, I guess it would be like when the moldy mummy steals your weapon, basically. And then it's like they just had to fight with fists or whatever. So yes, and like, hey, that seems like a really interesting concept to me, and it just seems really like just cool and stuff. Okay, so those are most of the ideas that I had, or like some ideas that it's like a few other people had like online that I talked to them about and stuff. But then it's like, I thought it'd be fun to go down memory lane and check in some old notebooks and sketchbooks at my old Miitopia job ideas from back when I first beat the game, because I was obsessed with this game back when it first came out and I got it. I seriously played it for like hours on end. It was insane. So yeah, so right here I have 3. Wait, is it 3? Or is it 4? No, it's 3. So basically, there's 3 pages right here, and there's 2 pages in this other big book I have. So, yeah, so Miitopia job ideas. Okay, so ninja, which I guess with the ninja, it's like, I mean, the thing about the ninja is that it's like, I thought of adding that as one of my other job ideas I had, except what's it called, I feel like the ninja would just be a bit too much like the thief, because basically it's like they'd have sneak attacks and do backflips, and it's like, basically it's like they would basically it's like they would like, and plus it's like the thief even has a shuriken dagger, you know, or two even. So yeah, so like I guess that's why I didn't really put it in before. Dog, which I guess I had the same idea, makes sense. Daredevil, vlogger, which is like the gamer, I guess. A trick-or-treater, pirate, a magician, which I spelled really wrong. Cowboy, artist, author. Yep, those are good ones. A cyborg. That'd be a cool one, and plus it's like it'd be a cool one to discover in the cloud area. An astronaut, an alien, a hippie, a clown, a baby, a mouse, a wrestler, a jet, a dinosaur, a senior, a couch, a gamer. It took me that long to... Okay, so I guess I made senior and couch before a gamer. A potato, a cloud, a dragon, a superhero slash heroine. That's a cool one. A medic, a fish, a tree, a car, a TV, a librarian, a farmer. Yeah, that could be a cool one. A mascot. I don't know what the mascot would be though. And then this one, I remember this one. A Swiss Army. But it's like it's spelled Swiss Army with two I's. Yeah. So, and basically, I just remember this one. Basically, it's like, it'd be like the jack of all trades class. You know, it's like a Swiss Army knife. It's like a class, and basically, you could just like do like random stuff whenever, or like not anything whenever, but basically it's like you just unlock new random stuff that would come out of your Swiss Army knife outfit thing. Yeah, so that's one that I still definitely remember. But still though, TV, potato, couch, cloud. Yeah. And this big book, so my original plan, was to fill this whole book up with Miitopia ideas. So let's see. Miitopia, oh man, this is a great drawing, but I put my real name in it, so I'm gonna have to, it's kind of hard to, wait, give me a second. Okay, here. Look at this. Miitopia ideas. Like that drawing, I'm pretty sure that drawing took me a while since I had to like draw behind the letters and stuff, and I was bad at doing that back then. Okay, yeah, look, so then, this right here is the magician. I made a drawing and stuff. See, look, here's the drawing. See, it's a magician. And then I even wrote all the different new attacks and powers and stuff. Okay, so job, magician. Aids the power of magic in battle. Big fancy words from old young me. A weapon of choice, wand. A clothing name, a tuxedo. A default attack, okay, so then the default attack would do damage to multiple enemies, you know, so it'd be like the pop star, I guess. A level 3, okay, so at level 3 is when you would unlock a dove pan, and that's when like a dove comes out. I don't know what that would do though. I'm sure it's probably something I could think of. At level 5 you unlock disappear and reappear, and then that'd probably be like the backflip from the thief. Even though I think level 5 is a bit too soon for that. A trick up my sleeve? I'm not sure what that is. Adventure in my hat? I think that's when it's like, if like a different adventurer is getting attacked, then it's like, you pull them out of your hat, and then basically it's like, that saves them from getting hurt. And at level 17, there's a fire in the wand. So it's probably like a fire attack in the wand. A level 22 is a knife snack. You know, it's where it's like they like eat flaming swords and stuff. So yeah, a knife snack that probably healed them, but it's like, yeah, but it's like it can only be used for them, and it's like, but yeah, I guess it's, yeah. At level 29 is when you get disappear. That's probably where it's like you choose to disappear for like the whole round, and then it's like you won't get hurt and stuff. A level 36, and this is the final one, is a juggling act, and that's probably where it's like you juggle like something. It could be bombs, and you know, you just drop them on enemies and stuff. So yeah, so this is pretty good. I guess the only problem is that is that it's like the thing is though is that it's like this like suit outfit, it would work well for a magician, but it's like the only problem is that it's like a different class is already using that suit. You know, like a suit and top hat, you know, so that's the only problem. And now let's turn the next page. Wow, this is incredible. Look at this incredible drawing. That's an incredible drawing, right? Oh my goodness. I only did 2 pages of this entire book. Over the next few weeks, I'll probably try to fill it out more with more ideas. Like drawing different outfits and stuff for them, but yeah, yeah. So just, I guess I just lost interest really fast. I was like, I don't know how to make this whole thing about Miitopia, and then I just closed it, and then, okay, so sorry, so my thing cut out there. But yeah, so, I guess I just put it down and just thought, yeah, no, bye, sorry. And also, these 2 sketch notebook things, they were at like the bottom of like my art cubby thing, and that cubby's like big. It's like really, really big. It's like bigger than my, how, wait, how big is, oh wait, it's still going? Okay. Yeah, it's like this tall and like this wide, and it's filled with just like art stuff, and it's at the very bottom, and it was like really heavy. So yeah, I had to fish that out at the bottom. And yeah. So over the next few weeks I'll be drawing some new ideas and stuff. I hope you all enjoyed. And what are some Miitopia class ideas that you would want to see? Let me know in the comments down below. And with that, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.